Testing, 1, 2, 3. Faith is a delusion, 1, 2, 3. Are we good to go? Yeah.
If someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer, say, I don't know.
You know the number one thing you need? You need to be honest with yourself. Forget about tools, skill sets. It's not a skill set. It's an attitudinal disposition. You just got to be honest with yourself.
Being genuinely open to revise your beliefs prevents us from slipping into dogmatism. It helps us to become more humble about what it is that we think we know.
Faith is unreliable. Faith is an unreliable process. It will not point one in the direction of the truth.
The easiest person to fool is yourself. Being willing to revise your beliefs helps you privilege reality over ideology and not cherry-pick what you want to believe. Belief revision helps prevent us from becoming fakers by honestly considering the evidence, wherever that may lead.
Are there any tips or tricks you could give me to figure out whether something's a delusion or not, where to start?
Yeah, okay. Here's one thing you can do. You can ask yourself, am I willing to revise the belief? And then you can ask yourself this. Watch how I word, listen to how I word this question. What evidence would it take me to not believe that? Like, what evidence could somebody bring to me that would disabuse me of this notion?
I will say that a lot of this problem will take care of itself if we promote certain values: honesty, authenticity, sincerity, willingness to revise their beliefs, trustfulness of reason. When those who don't share our skeptical values see that we are open to revising our beliefs and that we appreciate being shown reasoning, errors in our thinking, errors in our reasoning, it makes it much easier for them to change their beliefs. They'll become less threatened, less likely to adopt a defensive posture, and more likely to reconsider.
People like people who are like themselves. I said to a friend of mine jokingly, who's actually British. He speaks with the Queen's English like Richard Dawkins, and he said a lot of people find that off-putting. And I said to him, every time you finish your sentence, just add "and stuff," or you know what I'm saying. He said he did it, and it worked like a charm.
Be direct, be sincere, say what you mean, be forthright. Don't speak in obfuscated terms because you're too afraid to say what you think. Don't equivocate, don't sugarcoat, don't put on a front, don't be a fake.
Flying by, I'm not saying this for any other reason, it's true. Flying by plane is incredibly safe.
But I don't know for certain. I don't have evidence to prove that it will 100% get me.
No, but if you had that evidence, you wouldn't leave your room. You wouldn't do anything.
Which I think, yeah, requires faith to step out of our door every day.
See, that's... Why?
There are also less dramatic consequences to forthright speech. For example, you may be accused of being an evangelical skeptic or an evangelical atheist. In my experience, what people mean by this is that you're speaking too clearly and in too plain language about facts and evidence.
People think that this is some kind of colonialism. My favorite example or they think it's proselytizing, that you're some kind of reverse proselytizer. I never understood how that's possible. My favorite example is something that this Canadian guy said, was Stephen Molyneux. If somebody thinks that the earth is shaped like a banana, and you help them realize that the earth is not shaped like a banana, have you proselytized to them? No, you've educated them.
Another possible consequence of forthright speech is the accusation that you've offended people. But as long as you're engaging ideas and not attacking immutable characteristics of people, like skin color, race, height, age, sexual orientation, ethnic origin, or any other unchangeable characteristic, this is what someone's offense should mean to you. Nothing. Ideas do not deserve dignity. People deserve dignity.
Many Islamists use Islam as a political force And what I see happening is when we're asked to censor our speech, we're basically asked to give up a First Amendment right. We're asked to not criticize individuals who themselves are using a religion for a political purpose. And I'm deeply concerned about the shutting off of discourse on American universities.
Yeah.
I'm told that my epistemological critique, my rational, thoughtful, well-reasoned critique, is then a phobia of another group of people. And I think that's a huge problem. I think we should be able to criticize ideas, but not people. My friend Matt Thornton, a reason activist, said to me, "We fear honest, blunt dialogue, but what we ought to fear are dangerous ideas. Because while blunt and honest dialogue may be offensive to some, dangerous ideas can be fatal to all of us." As people have created communities in which they're basing their assumptions off of books that were written thousands of years ago, and if everybody had their own island, if everybody in here had an island that had water and everything they needed, it wouldn't be that much of a problem. But the problem is that we live in a democracy and we vote on issues, and people can bring to the ballot things that are very hurtful to real people. And we need to look no further than that to what's happened to homosexuals. So part of the problem with that is that people who maintain these beliefs affect public policy. And it's hurting people.
My friend John Locke just said to me, all religion is presuppositional. And it never, I can't believe that never occurred to me.
We've got some connection problems here, Peter. I'm not sure if you can hear here, but we've lost the last few seconds.
Are you guys losing me?
Yeah, we lost about the last 20, 30 seconds, maybe.
Oh, bummer, what I said was brilliant!
Look around you at this conference, at the people in this hall tonight. The people in this room are hope. If all of us speak clearly and sincerely and are genuinely willing to revise our beliefs, we can solve the problems we face. We can solve our shared problems. Fighting the fakers starts with authenticity. Fighting the fakers starts with you. Think about this. If somebody claims to formulate their beliefs on the basis of evidence, here's something you need to know. Joe claims to formulate his beliefs on the basis of evidence. By definition of what it means to formulate your beliefs on the basis of evidence, that must mean that there is some piece of evidence that could make you change your mind. That's what it means to formulate your beliefs on the basis of evidence. If not, you're formulating your beliefs on the basis of something other than evidence.
It doesn't take faith to say, I don't know. It takes humility. If you want to align your beliefs with the truth and embrace reason, then you can say no. Tonight really is a genuine opportunity for you to live a life free of delusion. Thanks.